Mitch, Mitch, if you're out there, we've been calling for you. Don't call me at 3:30 in the afternoon. Get on the website. We did a Mitch trade. We were calling you out, hoping you were around. I was talking about insurance, getting involved, getting out, where to buy, where to sell, and none of it had anything to do with options. So, to my friend out there that sent me an email, if you're trading lotto plays, maybe you don't know what the word lotto meant. And this is not me ripping on you. In a way, it is. But if you're new to this game, maybe you didn't know what lotto meant. Lotto is the lottery. How many of us actually hit the lottery? Nobody. So when we take these lotto plays on Fridays, they're still done with a high degree of expertise, but they're still so far out of the money that chances are they're not going to work. But when they do work, they're amazing. But if you're doing them just on a whim, then you've got no shot. So if you see a stock, hey, this stock's at 13.75. Hey, I hope it goes to 14. Let me buy the $14 calls with 20 minutes left. You're a loser. You're going to lose. And if you're looking at the cues and they're in a downtrend and there's no reason to think they're going to squeeze, and then you're just buying calls, 5 points out of the money, you got zero chance of success. When you want to do them is if you're sitting there near the close and you see a turn and then you get a VWAP break late in the day. Now you got a reason to believe. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but now you've gone from absolutely no chance of it working to a 50% chance of it working, which is amazing considering you're usually buying penny nickel options. So if you got a 50% chance of them working, you hit one or two of them. It doesn't matter if the other five or six don't work. So anyway, Mitch, if you're out there, Mitch, it's uncanny how I don't know if you're on the website, and I hope you don't think that me calling you out and talking directly to you is in any way me trying to poke fun at you, any sort of derogatory way. This is me genuinely trying to save you from what you've been doing wrong. And I'm inviting you to these classes that I'm going to give for nothing on me, my man, on me. I don't want you trading until you fully understand what you're doing. The website, the way we run our lives, the way we run the website, sure, I'm giving out good trades by default so I can teach you how to trade. But if you're just sitting there trying to pick what you think might be the best one out of what I'm doing, what if I go on a monumental losing streak? Every trade you pick is going to be a loser. But if let's say you're just waiting for me to do the trade and I go 3 for 4 every day and you just happen to be unlucky and you keep taking the fourth trade that doesn't work. And by the way, even then, you shouldn't be blowing up accounts. You shouldn't be getting hammered. Everything comes down to discipline and risk management. So going back to this lotto play idea, right? That might have been 3-day-old coffee. Going back to this lotto play, if you're going to take the lottos, right, do it with house money only. You don't come into a day thinking, "Oh, I can't wait to put on some lotto plays." That's no. You're putting those penny nickel dime option trades on when you've already had a good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you start looking for them on Thursday, looking them on a Friday. But you know what we did today? You know what we did today? We crushed every trade we did. And then we didn't do any trades from about 11:45 till just now. And you know what trade it was, Mitch? It was Veru. We crushed it on the way down all day. And then at 12:50, we took our money and ran. And then the stock went all the way down to 11. 11. Also, if anybody's out there who owns Veru, this is why we don't own stocks, right? Remember, we were waiting for a pullback, so maybe we could buy it about a month ago. And that pullback became a rollover, which now has become a crash. And the stock has given back 55%. I'm never going to own stocks ever. And by the way, I'm so hedged on my 150 shares of Veru. Listen to me now. If anybody owns Veru, I've been selling January $35 calls for 7, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Not 1, but 2. I've taken in so much premium now against what I own, the stock could go to zero and I make money. That's hedged. Because I don't want to own stocks because all stocks suck. But then you come in today and the stock that we own is getting crushed and you short the shit out of it and make all your money back in one day. You got 150 shares of Veru that you might have been up, 9 or 10 points on, right? Maybe you were. Maybe you went from 1250 with us, or 13 or 15 or 18. Maybe you were at 18. You had 100 shares and you decided not to take your profit at 25. You were up $700 and now you're down 700. You know what we did today? We made $30 million shorting that stock. That's an exaggeration, obviously. But we made a lot of money shorting that stock when it broke VWAP. And then it rolled over and died. But here's what we did this afternoon. Because I know what I'm doing, so I think, because I've been on the side of the shorts and I've been crushed in this market so many times, I know when the shorts are going to cover. I know when they're going to short, when they're going to cover. So when the stock broke under 11 late in the day, and then it came right back, we said, I think they finally shorted. The last guy shorted it, and he just got caught. So now we bought the stock at 11 using the 1085 and the 1075 where it pivoted from. Risk defined, lotto play enacted. We bought the stock at 11, sold it at 11.12, 11.25, 11.43, and then we were done. And that wasn't an option play, but it was a high risk play with very low reward. So in a way, it was a lotto play because we were doing it right near the close, but you had to have some cash to do it. We bought the stock instead of the option. Now, if this was Friday, right, we would have bought the $11 calls. The $11 calls with 20 minutes left in the day, how much do you think they would have been worth? Maybe a nickel, right? That's where you put the lotto play on. You got a reason. You got purpose. You got a true belief. Now that stock's finally making its move, now you put the trade on. Not willy-nilly, not hoping for the best. You got a real reason. So when the stock squeezes, if you had $11 calls and even at a nickel, the stock went to $11.55. That's 10 times your money. You put $100 on that and you made $1,000 going into the close. That's how you do lotto plays. Have a reason. Not guessing, not speculating, reacting to what we're watching. We had one of the better days of the year today on every earnings reversal again. Take a look at what Coop did. COUP. Chop, 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 chop. Finally breaks down. We short it. It goes to the multi-day. We covered it. It stayed strong. It stayed strong. It stayed strong. You know what we did with Coop? We bought it and it went back up and it closed at the highs of the day. Shorted Coop in the morning, bought it in the afternoon. Voila. Then you had PATH. PATH. I don't even know what the stock is. The stock was $90 3 months ago. It's sitting here at 12. You think the shorts want to cover? Great. So we waited. Oh, it's breaking VWAP. Buy it. And we bought it, $12.85. And we held it all freaking day because it never retraced. And we held the stock basically, from 944 at 1274, we held it all day. All day. So, obviously took profit, but we held it right to the end. And we got all the way to the multi-day at 1392, the second multi-day. And then we had another one. We had IC. Stock's been paying us every day. IC, chopping around. Next thing you know, catches a bid, breaks VWAP, rips $1. Then we had, obviously Veru, short, ridiculous. And then we had, what was it? Obviously the Qs breaking VWAP, went up 4 points after they broke. I mean, this was an unusual day because, again, this is still that slow-ish week. There was a party going on, and we were all invited. And it was fun. And we took our money, And now we're back to being liquid again. Liquid and loving it. Wait for tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be 4 or 5 other plays. Guys, if you haven't joined us, I might schmooze tomorrow. I don't know if I am. If you haven't joined us on a Thursday night, if you haven't joined us in the chat room, come and witness what I'm talking about. Because it's one thing for me to come on and do a YouTube video about what just happened. Who cares what just happened? It already happened. Be there when it is happening. Be there when it is happening and make some money with us. And then use that money and pay for something and stay with us for the next 6 months or a year or 2 or 3 or for life. All right? Have a great day. I'll see you in cyberspace. If anybody's going to be in Vegas, we're thinking about going in February. So if you guys want to party in February, we might be going to the Traders Expo. So ask your loved one, your partner, your fellow furry, them, whatever you're into. Meet us in Vegas. We're going to party, or at least for one night. I really can't party 3 nights in a row anymore. All right. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. I'll see you in cyberspace. Later, Derek.